and welcome back to another episode of the Navs Effect podcast. I'm your host, Naveen Ganglani. This is a special episode, an episode I've been wanting to do for a while, and he's probably the perfect guest to have as we're about to start UAP Season 88 men's basketball. Two-time UAP MVP, someone who's currently playing for Sono in the KBL, and someone who's chasing his NBA dream, and we're all behind him. Kevin Kimbao is going to join us for the podcast. A lot to talk about. I don't need to hype it up anymore. You guys know this is going to be good. We'll be back shortly. Okay, we are now back. Kevin Kimbao is here, my guy, KQ. KQ, welcome back to the podcast. May dinala ako eh. I just had to bring this kasi ang ganda. I mean, the design looks awesome. It's my favorite shoe of 2025 to play
Oh,
basketball in. No lie, bro. The KQ Player Edition with Adidas. Man, were you part of the design of this? Kasi yung pink,
thank you so much.
di ba? Yung pink sa'yo yan eh. You love the color pink, di ba?
Yep, paborito yung color pink and then sa design naman si Quicks lang lahat yan. And then one thing lang yung na-request ko sa kanya is to ayun nga gawin color pink yung colorway. So it means like pink, bright, and then bright
Right.
future for Philippines, like young generations.
Ayun, ayun. I love that. I love that. And are we gonna expect more player editions to come in the future in the works ba? Other colorways?
One colorway lang for Adidas to have another colorway of KQ63.
Love it, love it.
Yeah.
So KQ, I can't wait to talk to you about yung time mo with Gilas and yung journey mo in the KBL and your goal to chase the NBA. Pero obviously, something na is close to your heart is yung UAP college basketball season din. This is gonna come out a day or two before the UAP basketball season starts. LaSalle, your team, begins their campaign against Adamson. Sabihin na natin medyo revenge quest ng konti after how last season ended. But siguro for you, medyo special yan because even if you're not with the team, kilala mo pa rin yung mga guys who you played with last year and yung best friend mo, si Kian, will be with the team na. 'Di ba? So, nag-uusap ba kayo ni Kian na palapit na
Yep.
yung UAP? Any advice you're giving him?
To be honest, wala talaga. Kumbaga, ayoko sila istorbo. Like, I know na gusto ipakita yung new system na tinatakbo nila ngayon.
Nice, nice. Na yun, so, at this point, no, kung saan malapit na tayo to the UAP season, ano na ginagawa ng team? Like, when you were with the team and 1 week away yung season, ano yung mentality nyo? Like, extra training ba yan? More on rest? May mental training ba kayo? What are the guys doing at this point?
3 to 2 weeks before competition, naglo-load kami ng extra reps for conditioning and dun sa weight room. And then, a week before competition, dun na yung tinatawag naming deload. It's like deload week to, para perfect timing do sa game nyo na, ano kayo, 100% kayong lahat. So,
Solid.
medyo chill. Alam mo naman si Coach Topex, ayaw naman ni Coach Topex na tumatagal sa court. Pagka tumatagal nga kami last year, 2 hours sa court, medyo, medyo nabibisit na siya kasi gusto niya na umalis. Sorry, Coach T. Pero kailangan ko sabihin.
By the way, happy birthday to Migs Aitona. Just celebrated his birthday recently. Of course, Migs Aitona, yung secret sauce ng DLSU Green Archers when it comes to
Yep, happy birthday, Goat.
strength and conditioning. So, after the way last season ended, no, sinabi ba sa'yo ni Kian something na babawiin kita KQ? Kasi sabi niya sa akin, yung group chat nilang Residency Boys, after natalo daw sa UP last year, yung first message niya, bawi tayo eh. So, may pinangako ba siya sa'yo na parang ganun?
Naalala ko lang talaga is after ng final buzzer, di ba, pumunta ako doon sa bench namin. Like, kasi dinamdam ko talaga siya. And then, pinakaunang person nila pinako si Coach T, si Kian, si Ma'am Dina, yung OSD director. So, naalala ko lang doon sa sinabi ni Kian na babawi tayo. Pero nasa isip-isip ko, ayun nga, hindi na ako makakabawi. So, ayun nga, tulad nga na nasabi niya, may group chat nga sila Residency Boys. I think kaya naman nila improve as far as now.
What do you think is going to be yung pinaka-importanting quality for the team to succeed this year? Because obviously you can't keep up with the team as much as before, busy ka din with your career. But for them to reach their goal, which is to win championship, what's the ultimate parang
Mhm.
ingredient to make it happen?
For my POV, I think lang yung chemistry. So, as far as the team, may tiwala naman, malaki naman tiwala ako kay Coach Topex na ayun nga, kaya niya i-handle yan. So, ayun nga, tulad nga na nasabi ni Coach Topex na ito yung pinaka niya. Kumbaga, pinaka-pressure year sa kanya. Kasi nga, he has all the tools eh. Like, player-wise, player level, nandun na lahat. I hope na ganyan ka ganda yung roster namin last season. Pero, ayun nga, hindi ko na mababalikan. So, I wish them good luck.
Do you ever have nights or days na nasasabi mo sa sarili mo minsan, sana may 1 year pa ako sa DLSU or miss ko maging Lasal student or Lasal player? Or hindi mo naiisip yun because sobrang focus ka with your mission right now?
Brother, magpapakatotoo ko sa'yo. Until ngayon, gustong gusto ko din bumalik ng college. Like, kung paano yung yung band namin with each other dun sa dorm, going to practices, beaker, yung fighting namin dun sa ensayo, nakakamiss sobra. Ngayon, meron akong career na tinatahak dito, but man, I miss college ball so much. Sobra, lalo na yung Lasal yung community.
May mga kwento ka ba from practice or sa dorm na laging mo naaalala that you always remember? Yung mga, like sabi mo, di ba minsan nagbe-bicker kayo sa practice, minsan naglolokohan kayo sa dorm. Are there any memories na all stands out to you all the time?
I think yung hindi ko ba din siya makalimutan, like, nung bagong naka-dorm na siya. So, may binili siyang personal car niya. Like, unang punta ko sa dorm, unang kita ko doon sa car niya, nalaglagan ka agad siya ng sanga ng puno. Nabasag yung side mirror.
Jason,
As in, one week old pa lang yung car niya.
did he feel bad? Did you say,
And
tell
then,
him okay lang yan? O
ayun, sinabi ko sa kanya, nalaglag yung sanga ng puno. Pero ang malas mo naman, ikaw yung nalaglagan. And then, the following, the following week, iniba niya yung pwesto ng parking spot niya. Puno din doon. Nalaglag ulit. So, sabi ko, sobrang malas mo naman, Mason. Hanggang ngayon,
last
hindi ko pa din makalimutan. So, yeah.
laugh trip,
So
bro.
in terms of fun, funny terms, grabe yung pagkamalas ni Mason doon sa dorm. I think, pwede ikwento ni Mason sa yan. Hindi ako nagbibiro. Talagang 2 beses na timingan yung kotse niya. So, yun lang, memorable for me kasi tuwing naalala ko yun, naalala ko din yung dorm. So, yeah.
Yung improvement mo from year one to year two, that was really great because yung body transformation mo, skills transformation, it all was dedication to better nutrition, better working out, better habits on and off the court. Pero even you, pati ikaw ba nagulat na that much yung na-improve mo? Did you ever imagine that your improvement would allow you to win 2 MVPs and lead a team to a championship?
Nung nag-start akong magseryoso dun sa sa nutrition and strength and conditioning ko. I was like, wala, gusto ko lang mag-improve. Yung nakita ko yung resulta niya coming dun sa first nung season 86, yung dun ko siya unang ano eh, dun ko siya unang na-realize na ay grabe na pala yung pinayat ko. Grabe na yung body transformation. And then ayun, medyo mas na-obsess akong mag-work, mag-work pa na mag-work. So, yeah, I'm super grateful kay Coach Migs and kay Team Nutrition na ayun nga, despite na hindi na nila ako makontrol. Like, medyo umo-OA na ako ng season 86. Pero kung coming into season 87, it's a different story for me. Dahil alam naman natin lahat, nagkaroon kami ng baby nung girlfriend ko. So, I had to step back for like mag-time management despite na ayun nga, nagkaroon ng blessing sa akin, nagkaroon ako ng healthy baby. Yung para maging 100% shape ako sa season 87. Pero, ayun nga, medyo kulang lang talaga. Pero, I love how my body progress every year.
Would you say na nung pagdating sa finals last season, medyo pagod na ng konti yung katawan mo from yun nga, taking care of the baby, balancing school, training, all of that? Or okay pa naman?
Very, very grateful sa girlfriend ko na nag-give way to sacrifice yung pag-aalaga ng baby na kinary na lahat yun. And then, she recommended na ano na mag-dorm na lang muna ako, kaya niya naman daw mag-isa doon sa bahay. So nung finals naka-dorm ako. So medyo mahirap para sa akin kasi malayo ako doon sa baby ko. So medyo yung factor na it's all mental game na lang yung pagka finals. Kasi yung feeling mo wala nang ipipiga yung katawan mo pag finals kasi nga dikdikan, ima-max out ka ng kalaban kung hanggang saan mo kaya tiisin yung ano, yung level of intensity, level of competition. So, it's all mental. So, kaya pinaprepare ko yung sarili ko na maging mentally sharp for the finals. Natalo kami pero a lot of learnings. Mahal ko pa din yung team ko despite doon sa nangyari.
Do you ever think about gano'ng kadaming free throws hindi nyo napasok that game as a team?
Ah, uh, hindi ko lang, hindi ako aware nung game. Pero obviously, like, 2 days after nung game free throws, 18. So, it's a big loss. Like, it's a big part of the loss. But, I don't want to, I don't want to blame na to pinpoint somebody. We will take it as a, ano lang, learning progress.
I have to ask, no, KQ, kasi alam ko na love mo si Coach Topex and alam ko na love ng buong team niya si Coach Topex and what he can do for what he's done for the culture. Napalit niya yung culture ng Lasal eh. Especially considering what the culture was bago siya dumating, di ba? Pero yung
Yeah.
final minutes of Game 3 nung hindi ka makapasok dahil walang dead ball, medyo nagpanic ka ba ng konti na, ay, yung oras sa clock, bumababa, wala pa ako sa court. Were you thinking of that? Or sobrang focus mo to get some rest na hindi mo napansin na bumababa na yung oras?
Nung, 6 minutes left. Naalala ko yan, like 6 minutes left. Tinanong ko si Coach T, ba't nila ako nilabas? Like, for this, for game 3, ah, yung guts mo is super high, yung intensity mo sobrang taas na. Feel ko na kaya ko naman siya tapusin ng 6 minutes straight. Like, for the whole quarter, basically. Sinabi lang nila na I'll get 30 seconds to, sige, okay. Walang stoppage. And then, yeah, na ano na talaga. So, kumbaga, parang nag-cool down na yung katawan ko. And then, ayun nga, hindi ako makapasok until 1 minute and 48 seconds. Naalala ko yun. 1 minute 48 seconds yun, nakapasok na ako. So, after the game, ah sinabi ko agad kala Coach Topics na hindi ako galit sa inyo, hindi ako galit sa coaching staff. Wala. Kasi since since nag-announce ako na babalik ako sa DLSU for season 87, nandun yung tiwala ko sa inyo. Kung ano yung, kasi coach kayo, mas may experience kayo sa akin eh. Mas may knowledge kayo about basketball. So, I respect that for whole coaching staff, for Coach T. But, ayun nga, unfortunately, talo talaga eh. Wala talaga eh. Pero, yeah, madami akong natutunan eh. Hindi nawala yung pagmamahal ko sa bawat isa sa team. Lalong-lalo na sa coaching staff and kay Coach T.
KQ, the super teammate all the time. Before mag-move on tayo to another topic, last UAP question ko. What is the best part about being a Lasallian?
Man, being a Lasallian, it's a privilege for sure. Kasi nga, one of the big school, top university in the Philippines, and may fan base na may fan base na super super strong fan base. Like person personally wise, makikita mo yung support dun ng Lasallian community. And ayun yung hindi mababayaran ng ibang aspect sa career ko. Kung paano silang mag-cheer, kung paano sila sumuport every game. Nandun sila nung hindi kami makakuha ng panalo ng season 85. Nandyan sila nung start namin nung season 86 namin. Natalo kami ng two straight, three straight. And then, ayun, hindi nila kami iniwan.
So, Kevin, parang just a few years ago that you were one of the teenage basketball talents in the Philippines on the rise, 'di ba? And time goes by fast. Now you're a pro, you're playing in Korea, you've played for the national team, you've played in the UAAP finals. When you look at yung youth basketball sa Philippines, yung mga teenage basketball players
Mhm.
na on the way up, na rising up, what do you think are the parts na dapat fino-focus nila? And what are the parts of the basketball culture na dapat i-avoid nila?
Nakakasabay naman tayo for Asia. Ah, I think ang kailangan lang natin i-develop is how to expose them in bigger leagues like international competitions ng early. Like, kailangan kung kung kailangan na makalaban nila is bigger than them, stronger than them. It's a good experience for them as early as youth. Nasa sa'yo na yan kung paano ma-figure out lahat ng pagkukulang mo. I think ang dapat iwasan is too much, I think, more on too much isoball. Kasi we're like, parang ano tayo eh, parang USA yung ano natin eh. Kumbaga, ginagaya natin yung pattern ng USA. Bata pa lang tayo, more on pinafocus ko talaga is yun nga, to score, kung paano ako makaka-score. Ah, don't get me wrong, brother. Tama naman yun. Okay naman na mag-add ka ng bag mo para pagdating mo dun sa bigger leagues is maka-compete ka. Pero, ayun nga, kailangan mo malaman kung ano yung mga intangibles for it. Ano pa yung ibang aspects na pwede kang makatulong sa team. At ng team na pupuntahan mo, imposibleng wala mas magaling sa'yo dyan. Imposibleng walang mas matangkad sa'yo dyan. Imposibleng walang mas mabilis sa'yo dyan. So, nasa sa'yo na kung paano mo i-blend yung sarili mo, kung paano magiging perfect match for them. Like, ano pa bang kulang sa team? Like, kung defense, focus on defense. Kung kulang yung team sa hustle, ayun nga, kailangan mong mag-hustle. Pero ayun nga, hindi na ano eh, hindi na pwedeng i-coach yung ano eh, yung effort eh. Kailangan yung effort lagi nandyan. Every single day. Every every workout na dapat ginagawa mo, kailangan nandiyan yung effort. Every game, every practice, kailangan meron kang effort to improve.
Sometimes having bad influences can derail your career. 'di ba? But when you pick the right friends, they are the ones who motivate you pa.
Kailangan mo pumili ng kaibigan na ipupush ng kaibigan na susuportan ka in all other ways. Pero may mga pros and cons pagka meron kang pag medyo komportable ka sa mga kaibigan mo, mga consequence nun is like comfort zone, number one comfort zone. Like, pagka medyo komportable ka na, di mo na makikita yung mga mali sa sarili mo. Like, di mo alam yung distractions all over your head na pala. But and then yung pros naman yan is, nandiyan yung kaibigan mo na to motivate you every time. So, pero for me, I believe in stay out of your comfort zone lang lagi. Alam naman nila, given naman yung situation na nagbabasketball ka, busy ka, maintindihan nila yon. Then, given na yun, yung suporta nila, nandiyan palagi para sa'yo. Manalo man o matalo. In good times and in bad times.
Speaking of busy, busy ka the last few months. Yung maganda sa'yo is when you announce
Mm-hmm.
that you want to NBA dream, you put actions towards talaga. Hindi lang yung pinost mo lang sa social media tapos wala kang ginawa. You flew to the US. From what I understand, ikaw talaga nag-ipon nun. You're the one who set aside the time and sariling sikap talaga eh. You went to the US to chase your NBA dream. You worked out in Sacramento and you got to play with some semi-pro players there. What
Mm-hmm.
was the motivation behind your plan to go to the US this summer? And do you feel na you were able to accomplish what you wanted to do by going there?
Gusto ko lang naman pumunta doon is figure things out. Kung paano ba yung system, kung paano nag-work yung system sa USA. Like, kung paano yung basketball-wise, uh, personal-wise. Kung gusto mo makakuha ng workout na super quality, punta ka sa US. Yung, yung facility, yung weight room facility pang Olympic, parang Olympic yung quality niya. So, pag may ganong kang access na ganong ka quality yung pinupuntahan mo is mamamotivate ka to improve more. Yeah, doon ka kumaga, you have all the tools na, you have all the resources para mag-improve. Nasa sa'yo na lang yan kung paano mo gagawin yan.
Were you able to get tryout opportunities with any NBA team or summer league team, or is it something na babalikan mo next year?
Hindi ko talaga alam, to be honest. Kasi, wala, kumbaga wala talaga akong pahinga eh. Timeline-wise, walang pahinga dun sa calendar ko. So, I think I need to rest for next year.
Medyo eventful nga yung last few weeks for you. Last few months. Parang last few
Mm-hmm.
years nga, if we're being honest. But in the last few months in particular, because you also got to play with the national team, you competed in Jeddah for the FIBA Asia Cup. And there were games na competitive kayo, games na it looked like mas mainit talaga the other team. They performed better. Pero you didn't get plenty of minutes right away, 'di ba? And then when you got your chance to show what you're capable of,
Mm-hmm.
you went all out and you were
Yep.
able to earn the trust of Coach Tim Cohn. And when you earn the trust of someone like Coach Tim Cohn, syempre, I'm sure as a player, my sense of pride yan for you because of everything Tim Cohn has accomplished, right? Pero while you were waiting for your chance to shine, nasa isip mo ba na parang, if nasa court ako, alam ko makakatulong ako eh. I really know I can help the team right now. Was that what you were thinking while you were waiting for your chance?
Yes, kasi tiwala ko sa work in na pinaput in ko sa sarili ko. Kumbaga, tinrabaho ko to, pinagpuyatan ko to, pinagpawisan ko to, dugot pawis yung nilaan ko para mapunta sa moment na ganito. So, it is what it is. At doon sa naging situation namin doon sa Jeddah, uh, he's still the winningest coach in the PBA. Like, he has nothing to prove for social media. He has nothing to prove dun sa mga bashers niya. And then, Yeah, nagigets ko naman yung ibang tao na, yes, this is Gilas, this our country, this is national team. But kung ano, kung saan magaling si Coach Tim, eh, doon talaga siya maniniwala kasi ayun yung ano niya, ayun yung formula to win eh. But on FIBA Asia, di nga namin maipanalo lahat kasi nga, di pa namin talaga ma-figure out yung, yung system without Kai. Kasi Kai, Kai Solo, super laking ano. Kumbaga siya yung one of the key sa Gilas para manalo. So, ayun nga, excited namin makasama siya ulit. Thankful na naka-recover na siya. Yeah.
Do you agree with what some people say na yung Gilas, mas maganda kung more youthful yung roster? More of the young guys on the rise. Katulad mo, katulad ni Carl, ni Dwight, ni Kai. Or do you feel kailangan pa rin yung mga vets on the team? Kasi when you put together a team, hindi lang naman yan on the basketball court, diba? Kailangan may chemistry din off the court. Kailangan may mga veteran presence kayo sa locker room. So, saan ka nagle-lean? Yung more go youth ang Gilas or dapat may mga vets pa rin sa roster?
As a player, I think kailangan both. You need, it depends on the situation kasi kailangan pa din talaga ng vets. We know naman Coach Tim he, relying heavily do sa veterans natin. And then, no problem naman with me. No problem naman sa akin talaga na kahit yung vets lang yung masyadong laging ginagamit. Wala nang problema kasi nga, ayun nga, nandun ako for a reason, nandun kami for a reason, naglalaro kami dun for a reason. So, yeah, buo pa din yung tiwala ko sa Gilas.
Excellent. Now, Kevin, may mga questions tayo sa podcast mailbag. Some of the community have sent in some stuff they want to ask you. Ito, this one people want to know. From Ron, his question is, rank your coaches. Topex, Gold, Timcon, Malupiton.
Ba't kasi sinama si Malupiton? Seryoso tanong mo yan?
Siya na lang kaya number one mo para.
Si Malupiton. Ah, number two si, ano ba to, hot seat?
Hot
Pag nilagay
seat.
ko sa number two si ganito, ah, sige, number two, Coach Topex. Sorry. Sorry, Coach Tim. Sorry, Coach Gold. Number two, Coach Topex. Number three, Coach Tim. Number four, Coach Gold. Hindi ko alam yung magiging role ko sa team and kung ano yung kakalabasan kung naglaro ko sa kanya sa college. But I'm very, very thankful for Coach Gold. Ayun yung ano akong masasabi for giving me a chance in high school to stand out.
Pero number one, of course, si Malupiton. I mean, di mo matatalo yun, di ba?
Number one si Malupitan.
Okay,
No,
go
no
lang, go lang.
brainer yan, brother.
No brainer, no brainer.
Number one si Malupitan, no brainer.
All right, next question from Enzo. Which non-LaSalle player are you most excited to see play in the UAP this season?
Wait, I think si Remogat for me.
Really?
Kasi
Bakit si
nakakasama ko
Ray?
si Noy.
Ah,
Nakakasama ko si Ray dati doon sa mga panalay sa Liga Labas. Nung nasa FEU pa siya. And then, yeah, t- gusto ko lang makita kung paano niya ma-handle yung pressure sa kanya as a future future main guy ng UP.
next question, and thank you for that answer, KQ. We're all excited to see what Ray will do this season. From Nicolo, how did you improve yung shooting mo from your first year to your second year? May pinalit ka ba, this is my question, may pinalit ka ba sa mechanics mo or more of reps lang talaga? Or were there parang moments na you studied game tape, film to see yung shooting form mo, to see if you had to change it? How did you improve the shooting?
Sa una, more on reps. Kasi reps naman talaga guys. figure out mo sa reps kung gaano ka-consistent to shoot the ball. More on film lang, study. Doon ka naman matututo eh. Kailangan mo lang aralin yung kung ano ba yung kulang sa game mo. If shooting, focus on form, focus on reps. There's always another level. Ayun yung lagi sinasabi sa akin ni Coach Pat from Better Basketball.
Solid, solid. Now, let's talk about yung return mo to the KBL for your second season. I think safe to say na it was hard at first because yun nga, first game pa lang, na-injured yung ankle mo. So, medyo ready ka na to go and then biglang nag-stop. Then you had to heal, then you had to recover. Then you came back and there were some games, good shooting, some games medyo off ng konti. But as the season went on, we saw na you became more and more comfortable in your role with the team. So personally, what are you expecting for yourself in your second season with the Sono Sky Gunners?
Uh, I think yung ano lang, how to improve more. Heavily relying on defense. Kasi doon ako laging ano eh. Doon ako laging parang laging sumasablay. Doon ako laging na sumasabog yung ulo ko, yung utak ko pagka mga more on schemes and defense. As a primary defender. Kasi doon ako mahina since high school.
Do you feel na because year two mo na sa Korea, yung parts outside basketball, like living away from the Philippines, sometimes being away from the family, you're getting more used to it na. And if you get more used to it, that means mag-improve din yung performance mo on the court.
First first 2 weeks lang siya medyo magaan sa pakiramdam eh. Like first first week medyo medyo gutom ko pa na mag-improve kasi nga you have all the time. You have basically hawak mo oras mo. So I can work as ever whatever I can work na kung anong oras kong gusto, kung anong kailangan kong trabahuin. Pero in general na kailangan kailangan ko talaga yung family ko na nandito talaga by my side sa tabi ko. Kasi nga minsan di ko masasabi na homesick ako kasi dumadating sa punto na medyo nade-drain out ka kasi ikaw lang mag-isa dito sa Korea. Like malayo ka sa family mo. Pero good thing naman na meron social media ngayon na makakatawag ka sa family mo, sa relatives mo, sa loved ones mo. So I think sama mo lang lagi yung family mo sa lahat ng pangarap mo. So ayun lang lagi ako sinasabi.
Family man, true and true. Kaya yung tawag sa'yo last season, daddy na ng mga fans di ba? Nag-score daw si daddy ng 3 points. Ikaw nagpapanalo sa Lasal. Um, I'm sure though na
Uh,
knowing that you have a son,
Daddy Q.
Daddy Q. I'm sure that knowing that you have a son at home, ibang feeling of motivation yan di ba? Because like personally for me,
Yep.
I'm expecting my first kid end of this year and I'm gonna have a boy.
Oh, by the way, congrats pala, brother.
Thank
Congrats.
you, brother. Thank you. So, I'm curious, what's your advice to a dad who's about to have a son? Not just for me, but for other dads out there. What's the top rules that you should always remember?
To be blessed na meron kang blessings na dadating sa buhay mo. Having magkaroon ng anak is super, super duper surreal feeling. Super duper blessed feeling for me as a first timer na first time na magkaroon ng baby, magkaroon ng kumbaga daddy life on your wife. Kung kailangan mo lang lagi silang kamustahin kasi nga mahirap yung pinagdaanan nila for duloy mo past 9 months, 9 to 12 months. Grabe yung hard work and sakripisyo nila. Talagang grabe. So, lagi ko na sinasabi sa girlfriend ko nung bagong panganak siya until now na super thankful ako sa kanya na and then super thankful ako doon sa sakripisyo na binibigay niya for me and for our baby. So, yeah, ayun, advice, siguro lagi mo lang din i-check, brother, na kung kamusta yung baby, kamusta yung si wife. Then, yeah, lagi ko lang din sinasabi doon sa wife ko na, ay nga, super thankful ako sa kanya. So, lagi ko siya check, lagi ko sinasabi, thank you, thank you, thank you. Walang walang, walang sawang pasasalamat, lagi ko sinasabi sa girlfriend ko.
Thank you for that. I'll keep that in mind. What our wives, girlfriends, the mothers of our children go through, no, to carry a child 9 months and then all that happens, right? Yung parang mabigat yung katawan nila, they have heartburn, minsan
Yeah,
hindi maganda yung pakiramdam, and minsan parang kailangan they're
yeah.
resting lang talaga because hindi kaya ng katawan nila, 'di ba? It's amazing. And us
Mhm.
guys will never
Pero
know what.
good thing naman,
Oh.
brother, na sanay ka sa puyatan. So,
Alam
good
mo
thing naman
'yan.
na sanay ka sa puyatan. So, medyo may advantage ka na.
Alam mo 'yan, alam mo 'yan. Next time na may Gilas game kayo abroad na medyo late, finifeed ko na yung baby ko habang nanonood sa inyo. So
Multitask, multitask.
Tama, tama. Pero do you think that in the future you'll want more kids? Maybe a baby girl naman?
Dream of mine talaga na magkaroon ng at least 2 to 3 baby. Like, ayun talaga yung pangarap ko. Pero, ayun nga, nasa present tayo, di ko masasabi. Di ko, di ko, di ko pwedeng ilocate yung future. So, right now, I'm enjoying my time for my baby Venan and then for my girlfriend. But, bahala na kung anong ibigay sa akin ng future.
One last UAP question I want to ask you. I personally would like to see your jersey retired one day in DLSU. I think you've done enough to get that. For you, is that something that you hope will happen?
To be honest, madaming nagdaan before me. Like, they have a great UAP career, great Lasal career na nauna para sa akin po. So, best example is Jeron. Like, our our King Archer, true King Archer, Jeron. He needs, kumbaga, kailangan mas mauna i-retire yung jersey niya kaysa sa akin. Doon sa mga nauna na mas magagaling na may napakita talaga sa UAP na. Doon sa mga nauna na UAP, Asay Lasal yan. As a donning Lasal jersey, I think mas deserve muna nila. Mas deserve nila kaysa sa akin. Pero why not? Kung kung ayun yung ipresenta sa akin ng Lasal, why not? I'm very, very thankful for it in advance kung magkaroon man. Pero ayun nga, respect dun sa mga nauna na mas, I think, may mas deserving para sa akin. Mas deserving sila for me.
Interesting, interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. The future is always uncertain. When you try to picture the next 10 years of your life, let's say 10 years from now, 2035, do you have specific goals that you want to accomplish? Or is your mindset, and by the way, the goals can be basketball or life outside of the basketball court. Or is your mindset parang live every day in the moment
Okay,
and just take what comes?
living into present, ay lagi ko sinasabi na maging grateful lang for kung ano yung mga nakukuha ko, kung ano yung mga na-achieve ko in the present. But I don't want to look ahead naman ng sobra sa future, pero right now, pumupondo ko ng pumupondo for my future. Like, sa savings, nagtitira ako ng at least 30% of my salary para doon sa savings ko in the future. Kasi, but the main thing for me is to have a longevity for my career. Like, gusto ko talagang mag-basketball until the wheels fall off. But, di natin masasabi kung hanggang kailan. Basta, basta, ang lagi kong payo sa sarili ko, lagi kong ginagawa is to unang nagpa-realize sa akin si Coach Danny ay nung nasa Enyo pa ako. Lagi na ako sinasabi, mag-ipon na, mag-ipon na, mag-ipon kasi you'll never know in future na kung nandiyan pa ba yung basketball sa'yo kasi yung basketball di pang habang buhay.
Very true. Yeah. So, Kevin, I know that you had a game today, and I want to make sure now you're able to get your rest too. We're going to be following your second season with Sono in the KBL. I'll be watching you more in Gilas, and I'm sure na magte-tweet ka and magpo-post ka sa IG stories mo during the UAP season, some games. So, we'll be hearing more from you, I'm sure. But before I let you go, from one Lasallian to another, I just wanna thank you for everything you've done, all the memories you've given the team and the school, and all the unforgettable moments that people are gonna remember. I know that to you, sometimes it's work, sometimes it's about staying in shape, and like you said, saving for the future and your livelihood. But for many basketball fans and diehard basketball aficionados, the times that you were on the court, those were special moments that we will never forget. So for everything you've done, Kevin Kimbao, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much then, brother, for having me, and thank you so much then for past 3 years that covering me na super unforgettable for my career. Like, kung paano mo hinipe up yung team since season 85. It's a big learnings for me. It's a big privilege for me na ma-cover up mo every game. So I'm very very thankful for you as a Lasallian, as a content creator rather. Uh, Thank you so much. Thank you for making a content of me na laging nagpapa-hype up sa social media. So yeah, it's a privilege, once in a lifetime experience to na masuot yung Lasal jersey. And until now, to all Lasalle community, ako gustong makapaglaro ulit. Yung pwedeng ako, ang ganda na lang talaga. So, yeah, we wish you all the best, brother, and then congrats dun sa incoming baby mo.
Thank you, bro. Next time na you get a late message from me at night, hindi na tungkol sa basketball, tungkol na sa, Kevin, paano ko ba papalit yung diapers nito? Paturo naman.
Sabi,
Ah,
yan.
Kevin, thank you so much. God bless, and I'll still be covering your career wherever you go. I'll see you soon, bro.
Thank you so much, brother. See you soon.